Hey, good evening, my beautiful Bhava babes. How are we out there? Having fun? How'd your week go? How's your week looking coming up, huh? Leave a comment if you're watching because I can't see who's watching. So leave a comment. Let me know you're here. Can't wait to say hi. Welcome you back. If you're new here, let us know so that we can all give you a big old warm, loving Bhava welcome. And if you are regular, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being a part of this community, for being a part of this incredible network, this tapestry that we're putting together to raise the consciousness, raise our own frequency, and expand the consciousness of this planet. It's a beautiful thing that we get to do every week. Now, last week, I realized I did not go live. The reason for that is I was absolutely exhausted. I just absolutely dropped. And when I'm feeling like that, I no longer just push through and power through and make it happen, because that's old paradigm. When I truly am dropping from exhaustion, I have nothing to give. And so I'm not going to come on here and waste your time if I have nothing to give. That being said, I'm usually really conscious about preparing myself energetically for these broadcasts and getting enough rest and everything. But I've been hard traveling for like a week and a half. I drove from Florida to California. And it just was on the road a lot, and I just got really tired in the middle of it. So, hey, Yvonne, hello, gorgeous. How are you? I'm so glad that you're here. Yeah, leave a comment. Let me know you're here so we can say hello. And hey, if you're coming to these broadcasts and you're finding them helpful, you're resonating with you, and you're bringing value into your week, please share this broadcast out or invite people to watch with us, with whoever you feel would benefit from it. Let's continue to grow this community to fill up this magical container with more magical you. All right. So thank you so much. I love you and I adore you. All right. That being said, what are we doing? Hey, so if you don't know me, my name is Ingrid H. Turner. I'm the founder of the Bhava Spiritual Mission. The Bhava Spiritual Mission is a digital church. We are here to help you live in partnership with spirit. That's the jam. That's all we focus on. We do that a number of different ways. We show up here weekly. I show up here weekly to connect with divine spirit for you, to give you a peek at the energies, and to do readings for anyone who needs to tune in. I'm doing readings by donation at the end of this broadcast. So if you want a reading, you can reserve your spot. The link to donate is in the description of the video. And then we have a school that we run. We're on hiatus right now, but there is a school through the Bhava Spiritual Mission that we run to help you develop your spiritual gifts and then take those out into the world, and lots of other things that pop up. So welcome, check out our website and let us know what you think. Okay, without further ado, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to ground in, and then we're going to dive into prayer, channeling, healing, all that good stuff. So close your eyes with me. Let's take 3 deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Feel your energy pool in your root chakra. Maybe it'll feel warm or tingly. You'll just be aware that it's happening. Take a deep breath in and pull the energy from your root into your heart. Exhale and hold the energy in your heart. Inhale and pull the energy from your heart into your crown. Exhale and hold the energy in your crown. Inhale and pull the energy out of your body. Feel it connect with divine source energy. And with the out breath, pull that energy back into your body and into your heart. Breathe in and hold the energy in your heart. Breathe out and pull the energy down to your root. Breathe in and hold the energy in your root. Breathe out and push the energy down your legs and into your feet. Breathe in and hold the energy in your feet. Breathe out and push the energy into the earth. Feel that energy hook in with the earth's core, and take a deep breath in and pull it back up towards your feet. Exhale. Inhale and feel the energy hit the soles of your feet. Move up your legs and pull again in the root chakra. And exhale into your root chakra. All right, beauties. Go ahead and open your eyes when you're ready. I'd just like to kick us off with a prayer. Thank you, Divine Spirit. Thank you for opening up this space, for opening each of us up, for destroying inside of us what is not aligned with Divine Spirit, what is not fully in partnership. Let us move fully into the space of partnership with Spirit to move forward this week in love and compassion and community and unity, to uprise and uplift everyone who we come into contact with so that we raise the frequency of this beautiful collective, this human collective, one beautiful soul at a time, one incredible interaction at a time, one day, one moment, 1 second at a time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And anytime, if you'd like to share your prayer, it could be prayer for you, prayer for a loved one, prayer for a not so loved one, prayer for the collective. Get it out of your head, speak it into existence, type it, share it. I'll be happy to bring some of those prayers up so that we can affirm those prayers for you, because babes, prayer is so powerful in this paradigm. It is so powerful in this energy. You speak into existence. Whatever you speak, you truly speak it into existence. When you speak from the heart and you speak from the purest intention that is available to you, drop it from your head into your heart, share it out, and let's affirm these prayers, and let's really give these the push that we need. Every prayer that you speak, that you bring into existence, is going to be answered. When you speak, you anchor it in the physical, you make it manifest. Okay? It's an amazing time to be alive. I know I've talked about this before. I feel like it's really worth talking about again. Ladies and gents, we are in an incredible space, an incredible new earth space. So what does this mean? We have just, in the last couple of years, moved from an age, if you will, of struggle, scarcity, competition, hustle, climbing the corporate ladder, right? Right? You get survival of the fittest, right? That was a very real thing a couple of years ago. And now we're in an energy where the truth of the energy that we're living in is community and unity and love. We are coming into our divinity in a way that we have not in recent history, recorded history. Okay, everything's a cycle, is what Spirit tells me. It's a cycle. We're coming into a really beautiful cycle. We are just at the beginning of it. So we are in the habit of struggle. We are in the habit of scarcity. We are in the habit of fear and worry. But the truth of the energy is quite the opposite. And so when we come here every week, for example, we are recalibrating, we are recharging, we are putting ourselves back into alignment with love, community, and unity, straightening ourselves out, inviting in Divine Spirit to walk with us out into this week so that we can be a beacon, an example, an inspiration to every human on the planet. When you walk out in your purest form, in love, in alignment, in partnership with Spirit, you impact thousands with every one interaction. That's how far it ripples out. So you doing your work, you getting your energy cleaned up, you honing in with Divine Spirit on your terms in your way is the most powerful and potent thing you can do for this collective. It is the most generous thing you can do for this collective. You get happy, the whole world benefits. Okay? So kind of a long spiel talk about prayers, but Yvonne's got a prayers for peace of mind for all. Let's affirm this prayer with our beautiful Yvonne. Prayer for peace of mind for all. This is what's available to us when we slip sweetly into the present moment, into presence, into mindfulness. The present moment is nirvana. It's peace. It's bliss. It's amazing. It's amazing. Okay. Let's feel into some energies. Let's do some channeling. So I come on here not knowing what I'm going to channel. I just do it live for y'all. And what I'd like you to do while I'm channeling Spirit is open up, allow yourself to be open to receive however Spirit wants to come through you. You and I, we activate each other. It doesn't matter where in the world you are. It doesn't matter. You and I are activating each other because I'm a channel and you're attracted to me. So that means you're a channel. And so we're activating each other. So I'm not the only one bringing through Divine Spirit. And whatever hits you have, whatever questions come up, whatever memories, whatever pops up for you strongly, you'll know it. I want you to leave a comment and share it with us because you are helping me and everybody watching this live show and everybody watching the replay understand and expand on the message from Spirit in a more powerful and potent way. Okay, so you matter. It matters that you participate. Spirit comes through the lens of our perspective. I have one lens because I'm human. We're mono, right? We are super focused on this ecstatic point in creation. You have another. You have another. And when we put them together, we expand our understanding of spirit and spirit's message. It's really powerful. That's why community is so powerful, so potent. Okay. So that being said, let's go into channel. What do we got? What's coming up? So Spirit, I am very interested to understand about this eclipse energy that we've all been talking about. And maybe some of us have been feeling about it. Whoa, I feel a really strong turning in the power center right here. But it feels good. It feels like whoosh. It feels like turning over a new leaf. Wow, I'm really strongly getting the energy that there's an opportunity with the energies this week with this eclipse in the sky, and I'm getting like turning of the sun, turning over a new leaf, flipping it over, and I'm getting like visuals of like flipping over the burger so that it gets cooked on the other side, like cooking all the way through. We're getting an opportunity to flip something over on its head, which initially might feel really scary and chaotic because we get real comfortable with where we are. But our lifestyle, our experience, our direction, our goals is an opportunity to flip it over, not to Spirit said, oh, thank you. Spirit says not to get rid of or leave behind what it is you've been working on, but to take what you have mastered so far in this life, what you have really put a lot of effort and time and practice into. So this could be around your work, it could be around your relationships, around whatever has been important to you that you really put a lot of focus into. That's getting flipped over. And now you're going to there's a new phase, a new cycle starting where we're able to start to focus in on things that we've kind of put on the back burner while we've been focused over here. This is good. Like what you've been focusing on is good. It's easy. It's old hat. It's going to be there. You've mastered. You have a level of mastery here, which means you're going to be able to turn your attention and put it on something else where you are meant to gain mastery. And then in the next cycle, you're going to put the two things together and make a whole meal. But the whole meal isn't here yet. You've got mastery in an area and you're creating mastery in another area, and you will see how those come together down the line. So if you're feeling like you're wanting to move in a different direction, to try something new, to put, to maybe like shift your focus in your career, in your relationships, in yourself, in your healing journey, whatever it is, it's not that Spirit's being very clear about this. It's not about getting rid of what you've been working on, of what has been your focus. It's not about discarding what you've been super focused on. So if you've been really, really focused on your healing work, for the last however long, whatever the cycle has been, right? If you've been really focused on doing shadow work, for example, and you've really been digging in deep, you might find that you have some, I'm kind of over it. Like I don't want to keep focusing on that. That's fine. That doesn't go away. It gets put over here while you focus on something else. Maybe it's something more like mindset or manifesting or, something in like kind of a different energy, a different realm. You have this mastery, gained a level of mastery in your shadow work, diving deep in, words are hard, diving deep in. And then you're going to be working this and practicing this other piece so that you gain mastery in this area, and then bringing them together to make a whole meal is what Spirit is saying, to make a whole meal. It's like you're going to make a sandwich. But this is just, there's going to be a shift in your focus. But Spirit saying to me and making this really clear, you're not discarding. You're not discarding anything. Just let it sit. Let it be. Let it be. Pull from that when you need it, the tools that you have that are easy for you to feed and fuel this new area of mastery for you. Okay, so tell me how that feels. Leave a comment. Tell me how that feels to you. Tell me if that resonates with you. Tell me what hits you get around that, what that looks like and feels like for you. For me, that just answered this question that I've been kind of grappling with all day. And I'm really, really grateful for that, especially that part of like, don't discard anything. You don't know, just let it sit and be there. It's not going anywhere. It's going to be useful again. The focus is just moving over here. Okay. Sherry has a prayer. I pray for love and the discernment to know where and how to focus all my love. This is beautiful. Let's affirm this prayer for Sherry. Praying for love and for Sherry to have discernment on where and how to focus all of that love of hers, that big old heart Juiciness. Beautiful, Sherry. Thank you so much. I so appreciate that. Okay, the other thing we do, what we look at is transits for the week ahead. So we've channeled the energies. I feel like we got a really clear message from Spirit. It was clear to me. I hope it was clear to you. Not like mud, but like beautiful pool of blue, crystal clear water. That's what we're going for there. We're going to go ahead and look at the transits for the week. I'll first look at the human design. Yvonne says the message totally resonated. I am so glad. That makes me so happy. Yay. Okay, cool. Let's see. I'm pulling up human design on my phone this time. Normally I write it down, but I thought, why? I can just put it up on my phone and just read it right there. So we're going to try that this week. Okay, what is human design? If you're not familiar with human design, it's freaking amazing. And you should totally check it out if you don't know too much about it. Go Google your chart and kind of look at it a little bit. It is definitely a lot. And if you want help with that, I do human design chart analyses where I sit with you and we go through your whole chart top to bottom. It takes like an hour and a half, but oh my God, do you come through like the other side? Like, I know myself completely. Most people just feel incredibly validated by having their human design chart analyzed and read for them. And that's my favorite part, because we know who we are. We are just conditioned out of our natural energy flow from birth. I don't know why. And I think this is more last paradigm than it is new paradigm. But certainly in this last cycle of this last age, we have been, every single one of us has been born into an experience, into an existence, into an environment that squelches our authenticity. And human design is a tool that I use to help you go click back in. Oh yeah, that is how I am. That is how I operate best and easiest. And I have permission to do that. That's why I love human design and looking at individuals' body graphs. And you can book a session with me on my website. It's linked in the description of the video. I'd love to do that for you. When we're looking at the transits, we take those energies and we look how it's sort of impacting the collective. So on top of our of our channel message, let's see what the human design planets are saying. So the first one that I like to talk about, the first one is the sun. The sun is our focus. What are we focused on? Our focus is on, the sun is going through gate 50, which in the I Ching is about nurturing the tribe. It's about community building. It's about eradicating hierarchy through respect and love. It's very much about living in partnership with spirit, but really, and how we do that within the community, within the tribe. Okay, so the tribe could be your family, it could be your work, it could be your friend group. Well, whoever your tribe is, where you feel connected. The sun, what our focus is, how do we create and nurture the community through resources, sustenance? How do we feed the heart? How do we feed the heart of the community? And this may literally come through with like your food. You know, what are you feeding people, right? Like, how are you caring for other people? Now, interestingly, Venus is also going through gate 50. Okay, now Venus is where our values are lying. So our focus is really in line with our values right now. This is a really great time to look around at how you can fluff up the health and well-being of your community and help everybody make sure that they know that they have a place and a role. And it's not about hierarchy. In the shadow form, it's very hierarchical, right? Boss and middle management, you know, what have you. At its most exalted, it's like everybody has a role. Somebody, you know, a person or a group of people may have a role of leadership, but it's not the same as there's a hierarchy here. You're better than me because you're up a rung on the ladder. There's no ladders here. There's roles, and everybody's role matters. Everybody's expression matters. So it's about really creating a strong sense of community and eradicating the calcified structural hierarchies, right? We're moving into, everybody's got a role here. Everybody's appreciated here. Everybody is here manifesting their gifts to be in support of the tribe, right? Making sense? So that's our focus. And that's also our values this week. So that's really important. Now, what's grounding us this week? This is really interesting. We have the earth, which is our grounding. Okay, what we need to feel grounded this week, going through gate 3. Gate 3 is this gate of new beginnings. It's also about, it's called, in the I Ching, it's called difficulty at the beginning. It's essentially chaos. but it's the chaos that is required from before something new can take place. Everything has to break apart, and you have to see all the pieces and maybe not understand all the pieces. And it's just, boom, everything's kind of floating around in chaos because it's brand new. It's never been done before. So what's grounding us is really starting new things and stepping into that energy of chaos and trusting that the chaos occurs and we'll be able to find order in that chaos as we ground into it, as we ground into that chaos. So powerful new beginnings are afoot. And with the earth, we're grounding into that. Interesting, grounding into chaos, right? So does that resonate with anybody? I feel like it's like, whoa, like there's going to be people who are like, oh yeah, it is chaos that grounds me. Sometimes it is chaos that grounds us. And that's what we're going to be experiencing, the chaos of new beginnings, brand new beginnings, things that have never been done before, right? Okay. We have Mercury, what we're communicating about, teaching about, and thinking about, going through gate 57. That's the psychic gate. So this week, be prepared for things to pop out of your mouth that come from the psychic realm. What you speak will be pure intuition. Your thoughts will be more aligned with your intuition. Now, your thoughts are an interesting one because our thoughts are like, they're hairy, right? If your thoughts are benevolent and you focused and directional, that's intuition, that's spirit. If your thoughts are me focused and kind of mean, that's your brain. Remember, the brain is not a happy making machine. The brain is a survival machine. So it's always going to negative catalog. It's always going to look for the problem because it's trying to keep you alive, right? And we just work to reprogram. But it's spirit, it's intuition when it has got a kind tone, a helpful tone, right? So with Mercury going through gate 57, our intuition is going to be really, really strong. What we're thinking about, what we're sharing about, and what we're teaching about. Okay. Mars. Mars is the planet. Mars is the get up and go. It's the it's like, we're going to go make it happen. We're just going to go for it. Mars is an immature energy. It's a shoot from the hip energy. So wherever we find Mars, we're going to take a breath. And then we're going to get into action once we've given ourselves a minute to consider it, okay? Mars is going through gate 12. Gate 12 is really interesting. Gate 12 is an energy of saying, I love you in all ways except I love you, right? It's communicating love. It's communicating inspiration when you're in the mood. If you're not in the mood to talk, don't. You won't be inspiring. If you're in the mood to talk, then that inspiration has an opportunity to come forth from you. Now with Mars there, it might come through really strong. It might come through like, whoa, it might even be like a little bit shocking. So take a breath and then share. You're going to share your love this week. All right. What else we got? Jupiter. Jupiter is the energy of abundance. It's the great benefic. Everything Jupiter touches, it expands. And so it's where we unlock our abundance. And this week, Jupiter is going through gate 25. Gate 25 is the gate of God love. And what I mean by this is it's absolutely unconditional love. With gate 25, you have the ability to love a rock and your mother the same amount because you're loving through God's lens. Okay, through the creators, where everything is made up of love. Now, what's the shadow side of that? Total objectivity, not loving anything at all, right? But that's not any of us, right? This is what we unlock our abundance through being able to love fully and unconditionally. Unconditional love is how you open up the abundance. Now, unconditional love does not mean unconditional acceptance of bad behavior. You can love somebody and something unconditionally and choose to love yourself unconditionally and step away from toxicity, to step away from danger. Do you see the difference? That's a really important differentiation because a lot of times when we're talking about unconditional love, it can be easy to get caught up in like, oh, I don't unconditionally love that person because I kicked them out of my life. Well, maybe you can cultivate unconditional love from a distance. That's okay too. That's perfectly acceptable. Where are we feeling restricted? Saturn is restriction, and Saturn is going through gate 13. Gate 13 is the gate of the listener, okay? This is the gate. If you have this gate defined in your chart, people just come up and they just start talking to you. They tell you all your secrets, right? You have to stay in integrity with listening to others. There's a great healing energy here, but Saturn is always insisting that we stay in integrity. Saturn says, don't deviate from what is right. And in gate 13, When you listen to others, you are helping them heal, because it's this incredibly beneficial, open, like unconditional listening, like really space holding. And we all know how amazing it feels to have someone hold space for us and really actively listen to us. This is gate 13. And with Saturn going through gate 13, what that means is people are going to share their secrets. What are you going to do with them? People are going to share themselves and like all of themselves. What are you going to do with that? If you are in integrity, this energy will be fine. It'll feel like you created a super highway to get to where you want to go. If you are out of integrity with this gate, guess what? Saturn's going to put the squeeze on you, and you're going to find some chaos coming into your life. And it'll be around the energies of gate 13, that listener's gate. Okay? Let me pull this up again. I think I like writing this down better. I'm going to write it down again next week. Breakthroughs. Uranus is going through gate 2. Gate 2 is the gate of the guide, being a guide for other people and understanding deeply how people can best get on their life path, what is best for them. It's also for yourself as well, but more so for other people. So your breakthroughs are going to happen when you step into the role of guide for other people. They're going to happen when you allow guidance into your life. Okay, that's Uranus energy. Uranus energy is bang, bang, shock, breakthrough, awakening. Oh my God, I never thought of it that way. Whole new path here, right? That's the energy of Uranus. So be open, be teachable. Okay, be open to guidance from other people and be open to being a guide for other people. However that shows up, whether that's in a formal setting or more often than not, because it's Uranus, it'll be when you least expect it. All of a sudden you're sitting on the bus next to somebody and you're guiding them through something going on in their life. And it's just something that comes up. And that's where you're going to have a breakthrough through their guidance. You're going to share something with them and you'll be like, oh, goddamn. Like, oh, that's really good, right? And vice versa. You're going to receive those breakthroughs from guidance with other people guiding you. You're going to be like, oh my God, I never thought of it that way. And it's going to be able to set you back more solidly and concretely on your path. Spirituality, Neptune has been going through gate 36 for a minute. Okay, gate 36 is the gate of crisis. All right, it's a challenging gate. It's an emotional gate. It's the energy of contraction, building towards a crisis, and then emotional discomfort to the point where you release and you make a change in your life, and then you have a relief, and then the cycle builds again. Crisis. Okay, so this is where Neptune is hanging out, and Neptune is it's our spirituality, it's our spiritual practice. So collectively, we are we're growing spiritually through that energy of crisis. So if life has seemed dramatic and crazy, that's why you're getting a tremendous amount of spiritual growth from this energy. Now with Neptune, I want you to remember this. Neptune is also the planet of confusion and illusion, as well as intuition and spirituality. And you access the intuition and the spirituality piece when you stay out of your mind. If you're in your mind and trying to overthink it, that's when it gets confusing. It will not show you the truth. So when crisis is building up in your life, okay, then I want you to just drop into your body and stay in the moment with what's happening, and you will get the most available to you out of that crisis experience. Okay. All right, Pluto's great planet of great transformation. This is going through gate 61. Gate 61 is the gate of mystery. It's the gate of connection with the divine. It's the gate of those aha moments, those downloads that we get. You know, if you're ever like washing dishes or driving or minding your own business, all of a sudden something drops into your head and you're like, oh my God, I got it, right? But it's also the gate of why. It's a pressure gate, right? It's why. I have to know why. I have to know why. There's an incredible amount of pressure that comes with needing to know why. If you can let go of the why and be in the moment with the mystery, that's when the downloads come. That's when the inspiration comes. That's when the hits come. But with Pluto here, we're going to spend a lot of time in the shadow. Why? I don't understand. Why does it have to be this way? And we're going to move up through the shadow into the exaltation of it during the time that Pluto is hanging on this gate, which is going to be quite a long time, because Pluto's a real slow-moving planet, okay? So if you find yourself all gone balled up and going, why? Remember, oh yeah, Pluto's in gate 61. Let it go and just be in the mystery of it. Get real comfortable with, I don't know. And sooner or later, you will know, but not until you're comfortable with, I don't know. So tell me how that feels. Looks like that got some of you rolling and roiling. That's really great. Okay, so there's our human design transits. Those are really, really fun. I'm going to write those down next time though. Next up, we're going to look at the energies as per tarot cards. And at this time, if you would like a reading, if you'd like me to do a reading just for you on this live broadcast, I'm doing readings by donation. So donate any amount to the Bhava Spiritual Mission. And as a big old thank you, I will give you, I'll give you a reading here. Let's see what your week ahead looks like. You're also free to ask questions if you want to. You don't have to. I can just give you a general reading, or you can ask a question. But as we are preparing for that, we're going to look at the cards for the week ahead. Spirit, what else do we need to know for the week ahead? What else do we need to know? What else do we need to know? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. 5 of Pentacles, Son of Wands, 8 of Pentacles, 2 of Swords, Mother of Pentacles. Okay, there's going to be a push-pull this week between action and no action. And really, this week, what I'm getting is you want to let your confidence and your creativity build and build and build and build this week. This isn't the best week to start making things happen. It's a great week to lay the inner foundation so that when it is time, and I feel like that'll be next week, when it is time, to launch something, to refocus your efforts, like we talked about with the channeled message, to move into that new space that the solar eclipse is offering to us. We need to just work on building our confidence up, work on self-care, work on self-love, and work on really like massaging that creativity muscle. There's going to be some discomfort around this because humans like to take action, and we feel like, especially because of our programming, we feel like we're not worth a damn unless we are in action, unless we're being productive, unless we're making things happen. So there's going to be some feels around that, but we're really meant to chill out this week. We're meant not chill out in terms of action, and instead get into inner action. Inner action means massaging your creative muscle, spending time on things that light you up, that lift you up, that make you feel more confident, make you feel more come alive in yourself. And then once you've gone through this week in the solar eclipse, I pulled the sun, solar eclipse. Once we've gone through this solar eclipse, then we're going to have all the tools we need, all the energy, everything we need to launch into our next endeavor, the next focus of this cycle. There may be some confusion about what that is this week, but you're going to get more clear on it this week. I'm going to show you the cards. First card I pulled was the 5 of Pentacles. That's a challenging card. Okay, that's a lonely card. That's a lack of clarity card. That's a doom and gloom card. That's a nothing's working out for me card. And then I pulled the Son of Wands. This is about confidence and go get it and make it happen. And you got this in powerful new beginnings. And the 8 of Pentacles. And the 8 of Pentacles is about our creativity. It's about working our skill, developing our skill, honing our skills. And then I pulled the 2 of Swords, which is hurry up and wait. You do not have all the information to launch. And so you need to do an inner launch. What I recommend is you work on programming your mind, you work on meditating, you work on your creative projects, you work on things that make you feel good. That's your homework this week. Work on things that make you feel good. Because at the end of all of it, the Mother of Pentacles, grounded, mature action. Grounded, mature action. That's what's available for you this week. So chill. This is a really intense week. There's a whole flipping over. It's not shedding an old identity and moving into a new one. It is refocusing in order to add to our tool set, which is a long game. Sorry, I feel like I'm going to sneeze. Ever since I came back to the West Coast, I've been sneezing like all the time. It's so annoying. Like allergic to the West. Yeah, I'll drink something here. Hang on. Okay. Yeah, Sherry, work on everything that makes me feel good. Michelle, I'm so sorry you feel terribly. If you want to do a donation at any amount, I'd be happy to do a reading for you and see if I can help give you some guidance on that. But yeah, let's do readings. Yes, Yvonne, awesome, babe. I got you. Let's start with you, my sweet. Mm-hmm. What does our beautiful Yvonne need to know this week? Sweet. Okay, what does our beautiful Yvonne need to know this week? What does our beautiful Yvonne need to know this week? And if I'm making funny faces, just because I'm trying not to sneeze. Ooh, 10 of Pentacles. Temperance. Oh God, yes. Okay, babe. You got good energy this week, babe. You got good energy this week. You have built a really solid foundation for yourself, a solid community, solid resources. There's solid finances. Everything's really solid for you, and you can really depend on that and lean on that. Your big work this week is going to make sure that you find balance within yourself. This is lining up mind, body, and soul. Okay, everything just lining up and getting to a place of just feeling good, calm, and present. And when you do, things are going to start moving forward quickly for you, and you're going to get the recognition you deserve. I'm really getting strongly that there's some recognition that you deserve that you haven't gotten yet, and you're about to get that. Now, because it's this week, there's a balance to be struck here. It's not all going to come in at once. This is the energy, that the foundational energy that you're laying, that you're creating. And that's what's going to bring in all of this juiciness. But there's some juggling that's going to take place too. And you're going to have to work on your mind. Okay. Your mind is your worst enemy. That's true of all of us. But the only thing that's a gotcha is what's going on in your mind. So I want you to remember this week, the mind lies. Remember, the mind is not a happy making machine. It's a survival machine. It's going to start looking for problems, and it makes up problems. The mind does. It makes up problems in an effort to keep us safe and alive and like everything okay, and just keep us nice and small and contained and manageable. But you're way beyond that. And these cards are really indicating that. It's just a little bit of prick, 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 probably as a result of things eking out in dribs and drabs as opposed to everything coming at you at once. But overall, this is a really great week for you. Lots of energy and forward momentum is headed your way. And it's because you have done the work and cultivated the foundation in order for you to reap the benefits of that, my love. Hang on, I'm just checking my list here real quick. Yvonne, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I love you. And I will see you soon, because you're not going to get away from me. Mm-hmm. All right. Thank you, darling. Okay. Sarah says, no reading, can't stay. Well, I'm going to pull some cards for you anyway. You can come look at it later, my love. I appreciate you. Okay, beautiful, Sarah. And if anybody else wants a reading, I'm here. I have some openings. Leave a donation for the Bhava Spiritual Mission. It is on the screen and it is listed in the description of the video. Donate any amount that feels comfortable for you, and I'll be happy to do a reading for you and help you find clarity on what have you. So, beautiful Sarah. What do we have for our beautiful Sarah? What does beautiful Sarah need to know? What does our beautiful Sarah need to know? Two of Cups, the Devil. Okay, 10 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands, and the Temperance. Ooh, okay, so pull some of the same cards. So 2 of Cups, my sweet. Your friendships, your relationships, your close, intimate one-on-one connections are really a pillar for you as you work through some of the last tendrils of shadow work. Okay, you're going through some stuff. You're kind of right, moving into it. But you have a really solid foundation. Again, we just pulled this card for Yvonne, and you have a strong community that you have cultivated that you can lean on. It's substantial. It's real. Okay, and you're going to win at this. You're absolutely going to win at this. Your job is temperance, is to stay balanced, to stay even keel, to stay present and in your breath. And you're going to work through some stuff. You're working through some stuff, but the majority of these cards are really positive, which tells me you're really at the end, and self-love and self-compassion is the way there. I have a download that came through earlier that I want to read to you and to everyone else. Michelle, how do I donate? So the link to the PayPal is the bit.ly link on the screen. It's bit.ly/donatebhava. It's also in the description of the video, so you should be able to just click on it and then leave a donation in any amount, and I'll be happy to do a reading for you, my love. This came through earlier, and this is what made me think of it, this Queen of Wands. Okay, Sarah and everybody else listening. Self-compassion with honesty and commitment to growth. Self-compassion with honesty and commitment to growth. Here's the thing. Most people who are committed to their growth, who want to be honest with themselves, struggle with self-compassion because they have this belief that they have inherited that if they are compassionate with themselves, they're not going to do the work, that they're going to give themselves the easy way out. And it's not true. That's not self-compassion. That's the opposite of self-compassion. If you just become lazy, fearful, uninterested in growing and expanding, that's the opposite of self-compassion. In the moment, it might be mistaken or feel like compassion for yourself. And self-compassion is taking breaks when you need them. We don't have to be doing the damn thing all the damn time. But self-compassion with honesty and commitment to growth means that you can love yourself in all of it. Every piece, every stage, every cycle, every nuanced version, and be moving towards growth and expansion. In fact, growth, expansion, and healing only truly takes place when you learn to be compassionate with yourself. Like, oh, there's a piece that I'm struggling with. There's a pattern that has not served me. There's a self-sabotaging behavior. Instead of beating yourself up for it, going, oh, I got to stop that. I got to do better. You can go, ooh, I didn't see you before. I'm really glad to see you now. How's that serving me? Can I shift that? Do I want to shift that? I appreciate being able to see this. I get really grateful now when I spot my bullshit, because I'm no longer taking my bullshit too seriously or personally. I recognize that my toxic trait or my self-sabotage or my funky pattern doesn't make me a bad person. It's a coping mechanism, right? And that's the shadow work, is identifying and seeing it and saying, okay, I could deal with that right now. Or sometimes, not right now. That's okay. You'll come back to it when you have that commitment to growth. I hope that makes sense, darling. Okay, my loves, we are, okay, it looks like that's it for readings today. That was fun. We just did a couple, but that was really cool. I'm going to be here next week as well. So, every week I'm coming on, I'm doing the show, doing the channeling, doing all the things, doing readings at the end of it. I always really appreciate your support. It's really fun for me to be able to tune in and do readings for you. It's a way that I can be of service as well. So thank you so much. Let me know you'll be here next week. I adore you. And you have an amazing rest of your day, amazing rest of your week. Thank you for all of you. Bye.